Right, I think we're live. All right. So it's been a little while since I've been live. And let me close some stuff because I've not. It's been too long. I've been doing a lot of stuff behind in our kind of group, in our paid group and stuff like that. Let me just close some things. We have a little better stream quality. That's the problem with everyone online right now. Is everyone's streaming everything. So I think the EU was saying they're asking like Netflix to switch to just standard streaming, so you don't have too many people breaking the internet potentially, which is crazy to think of, and kind of unprecedented. So let me just make sure we're live here. Let's just check this real quick, because again, it's been a little while. So let's okay. Looks like we're good to go. So wanted to do a quick live and listen. Like I think it's we're in interesting uncharted kind of territory here, and so I think you have a lot of people that are kind of everyone's getting on here and talking, and celebrities and everyone just no one really knows what to do, right? So you have this very interesting period of time where you have a lot of people that have a lot more free time than you used to have, and so you just don't know really what to do with that. For me, this is kind of normal, right? I work from home most of the time, so this whole like self quarantine thing kind of is just a day at the office. But anyway, so the last week or so, we've had our first ever mastermind, which was amazing, and during that time, so we kind of had everyone in just before the cutoff, really, just before things really went south. Before there was a lot of self quarantining and stuff. I think it might have been the last marketing event of the year. We had 50 people. Luckily, again, everyone that's at the event is doing great. So we really lucked out. If it happened a few days later, probably would have canceled it just because it wasn't safe anymore to have that many people in one room. But we had this event, and we had so many smart people, so many successful people in one room. So many, when I say successful, I'm not just talking like business, I'm talking financial, right? So the financial means and stuff. And there was a lot of discussions happening there, and then a lot of discussions on our mastermind call we had yesterday, kind of about what the future holds, right? And and there's a lot of panic happening. There's a lot of emotion, and a lot of it is justifiable, right? So I think you can kind of have a discussion about it and be real without being alarmist, but you also don't have to sugarcoat things, right? I think we are living through a totally unprecedented event that has never happened, not just in our lifetime, but in the kind of history of the country, and the history of most modern civilizations. Just hasn't happened, right? And so nobody knows really what's going to happen. I think anybody that says they know what's going to happen is full of shit. To be blunt, right? Just we don't know. But what I do know, and I think what most people know, is that things are going to get hard for a lot of people for for the foreseeable future, right? You can't shut the economy down for a month, and expect things to just go back to normal in a month, right? That's not going to happen. The government can write a check for $1,500 for every American that makes under $99,000. That's maybe a month of basic necessities for some people. And you get maybe one more time, that's 2 months, right? So there's gonna be a lot of people lose their jobs. There's gonna be a lot of businesses that close, a lot of small businesses that close, and so we've really been thinking, because we're fortunate in that the type of business that we run, you know, we always have opportunities, right? We've diversified our business in a way that we knew there was going to be a recession and a pullback at some point. We didn't know what would cause it, but we said, hey, there's going to be something that's going to happen, at some point, and we diversified our business, right? We're not all in on anything. We're not just an agency. We're not just an info product business. But unfortunately, a lot of people are all in on something, right? They went all in on the agency. They're all in on a restaurant, whatever it might be, and everyone that did that is it's going to be challenging. Now, what's important to keep in mind is that there's going to be opportunities, right? There's always opportunities, right? We're going to get through this. It might be really, really painful for 3 months. It might be really painful for 6 months. It might be really painful for a year. But there will be light at the end of the tunnel. And so we've been thinking about, well, what can we do as a company to help? What can we do as individuals to help? And there's obviously a lot of things you can do, right? Obviously, there's stuff you can do monetarily. I think anybody that's watching this, if you have the means to do it, if you still have a strong income, and you've saved up money and stuff, like support local businesses, buy gift cards, order takeout. Like there's tip everyone very well. Like we've been doing Uber Eats and Instacart and stuff, and everyone that's come to the door we've tipped very well. $20, $30, $50, whatever it might be. And again, it's not a huge, but for that person, that can mean a lot, right? Because those people in the gig economy, no job security, no unemployment, right? So there's a lot you can do there. And I think a lot of people, and Vinny Fisher, one of my friends who's at our mastermind, he's a great guy. He shared at our mastermind. He said, like, when, you tip your Uber driver, tip your waitresses, tip your bartender, right? And obviously this is before the shutdowns happened, but I think that's a given, right? Everyone should be doing that if you can do that, because those people are going to be really, really hurting in a few weeks. But that's only going to get people so far, right? You can only fund, kind of backstop this for so long, right? The government can't backstop it forever. They can backstop maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months. But at the end of the day, people will need to adapt, right? And there are opportunities now, depending on kind of what your expertise is, what your knowledge is, what your career path is. And so basically what we wanted to do is, and this is not my idea, but it's an idea I had, but it's not an original idea. I want to give credit to Ryan Dice and the digital marketer team, because I saw them do this. We were kind of toying with this idea anyway. We were actually thinking about doing this potentially in Q2, totally not connected to what's happening, right? This is an idea we had actually a month ago when I was at a mastermind. I was with Ryan Levesque and his partner Elliot, and we were talking about it, and I was like, hey, we're thinking about maybe doing this at some point, and let's partner on some stuff. So anyway, so yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna keep this short, even though I know nobody has anything but time right now. So basically, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna drop a link in here for everybody. Let me drop this link in here. Grab all of our courses. So I just dropped a link, and I'm gonna have to drop this a few times because I know it's being shared in a few different places. So basically, we have, I think there's 5. We have 6 courses now in total, and again, keeping this super simple. It's something small that we can do right now, and the way I look at it is, I don't think businesses have to. I think there's a fine line between people saying that businesses should just be like giving away stuff for free. I think that there's a big disconnect happening right now where a lot of people are like, well, why are you just giving away everything for free? Why are you charging for anything? Why are you selling things? Like, well, businesses, a lot of small businesses, right? They still need to operate, right? You still need to make money to pay your employees and keep if all businesses just give away everything for free, then things tank a lot faster, because then their employees suffer, their family suffers, they suffer, right? But I think there's a balance, right? I think every business has certain aspects of that business that don't have really high or any fixed costs or really any variable costs associated with it that can be donated or can be given even for a short period of time. And so I want to kind of push, especially people in our industry, because I think information and knowledge is so powerful, especially today. I think there are so many ways to generate multiple income streams. There are so many ways to mitigate your risk, to continue to generate income during times like this, because there are always opportunities, right? You look at, hey, when there's tough times, guess what? We have clients right now that are in the preparedness space, that are in the survival space, that sell tactical stuff. They're seeing their biggest numbers they've ever seen, right? Doing 6-figure plus days. So there are plenty of opportunities out there. There are a lot of businesses now that are making more money than ever. And that means there's products out there, there's offers out there. Whether you're in the supplement space, the health and wellness space, the entertainment space, the meal prep space, there's all these industries that are now going like this, right? Consumer behavior is going to be changing. So there's a lot of things that are going to be changing. And it's about having the knowledge and the skill set to capitalize on that. So I think everyone in our industry that sells info, in my opinion, again, listen, I'm not going to tell people how to run their business, but I do think that I hope by digital marketers doing this, by us doing this, that more people in our industry, the top people that have the best courses, the best information, will give that away for free, at least for 30, 60 days to people that need it, because you're gonna have, again, like I said, a lot of people who are at home, who are unemployed, who have nothing to do, and if we can give them the strategies, the information, the confidence, the knowledge to go out there and learn how to do affiliate marketing, performance marketing, learn how to start some side hustle. Like there's so many things that can be done right now. I think that's what people need to have right now, along with other things, right? And like I said, we're not expecting that, hey, we're going to give courses away to people and everyone's going to be fine, right? That's not what we're saying at all. There are a lot of much more serious problems that need to be solved. This is not going to change the grand scheme of things. It's not going to help with the disease. It's not going to help people that are sick. It's not going to help replace massive incomes that are lost, right? We're not trying to play that at all. This is purely just saying, hey, this is the first thing that we can do. This is the easiest thing for us to do right now. It doesn't cost